We are going to show you now a masterpiece of what the Friendship Circle is about on video. I would like to thank tonight our chairperson, who has chaired our appreciation evenings ever since we started them, Don Ellison, for being extraordinary. Don thinks of the concept of the evening, the theme of the evening, and she presents it. I saw her last night peeling those potatoes, cutting those carrots, and really giving her whole self to the Friendship Circle Appreciation Evening. As this is a night of appreciation, I want you to know how much we appreciate you, not just tonight, but all year round. Thank you, Don, for presenting this amazing, beautiful video. Please.
10 years ago, Rabbi Goldstein asked Elisheva Green if she would start a friendship circle here in San Diego. Elisheva was busy being a teacher, mother, wife, and grandmother, so she needed something else to do. She jumped at the chance. With Rabbi Goldstein at the helm and divine providence supplying the updraft, Friendship Circle began its journey. Everyone wants to touch the sky, to reach their full potential. And it's so much more fun to reach for it with a friend.
Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can.
I love Friendship Circle because I get to hang out with my best friend Alicia.
The highlight of my week is going every Friday to see my friend Ethan, who brightens up my day every time I get to see him.
Friendship Circle began with a simple idea to cultivate friendships between our community of teenagers and individuals with special needs.
The program trains a generation of people who now know how to be comfortable and to work with people with challenges. You've got people who are seeded into the community who are role models for everybody else in having a diverse, inclusive society.
Why do you like Friendship Circle?
So we can do events.
So we can do events. And make new friends.
Make new friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone, join in together. Bye.
We provide activities, varied programs, and weekly home visits for our friends that create opportunities for social interaction and help build lifelong social connections.
Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see.
Friendship Circle has changed my life because it's gotten me closer with other members of the Jewish community that I wouldn't have met beforehand.
This is my daughter's only opportunity to get together with peers and go and do fun activities. She gets all of her friendly social interaction through the Friendship Circle.
I've been able to make some incredible connections and share a lot of joy with others.
Friendship Circle made me realize that everyone should be treated equally. Friendship Circle has changed my life by making me see many other people and making me appreciate everything that I have been given to show me that I don't need more things.
Really feel special. It's like they don't treat you like you're different. It just makes you like it's part of family. I feel good with these people.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you have just seen is the soul, is the life of the Friendship Circle that goes on all year round. The neshama, the heartbeat of the Friendship Circle, is Elisheva Green. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we celebrate 10 years of undivided attention and unconditional love to everyone. We are so grateful to you, Elisheva. You have been a true pillar of the whole community of San Diego. What you have done in this last 10 years is an amazing accomplishment that will certainly prosper and grow from strength to strength. May God bless you, your husband, your children, grandchildren, and for all generations. We are so grateful for everything you have done. Thank you, Elisheva Green.
Thank you, Rabbi, for having this dream for us to start this wonderful program. Ariana, thank you for such an inspiring speech. Dawn, the video was amazing. And Scott for putting it together. And thank you all for coming out on a rainy evening and to help us celebrate. My father, may he rest in peace, was an inquisitive but mischievous child and an outstanding student. Until at 12, he contracted polio. In 1925, there was no such thing as special ed. As far as the school system was concerned, his education was finished. My grandmother thought otherwise, and with her help, at 16, he entered Columbia University, and at 29, he was the youngest person to head a board under President Roosevelt. How many of you have heard of Thomas Edison? Okay. When Thomas Edison was 7 years old, he came home from school with a note to his mother. She read the note with tears in her eyes and then said to little Tommy, "The school says you're a genius, and the school is too small to accommodate you, so they ask that we teach you at home from now on." Years later, when Thomas Edison was a renowned inventor, and after his mother had passed away, he was going through some papers, and he found that note. That note said, "Mrs. Edison, your son is addled," an old-fashioned term for mentally ill. "Don't send him to school anymore." Two successful men, thanks to two determined mothers. 10 years ago, an equally committed group of parents and a special ed teacher and Rabbi Goldstein founded our friendship circle. Who would have imagined that starting with a dream, lots of enthusiasm, but no volunteers, no children, and no experience, that tonight we would have a room overflowing with all of you who care about the friendship circle, and all of you who are helping us reach for the sky. Presently, we help over 150 families. Over the past 10 years, over 1,000 teens have volunteered with the Friendship Circle, and many more have attended Friendship Circle workshops. Their perspective on disabilities has changed. A teenager lost a contact lens while he was playing basketball. After a fruitless search, he went into the house and told his mom, "I lost my contact lens. I searched everywhere and I can't find it." She went outside, and in a few minutes, she returned with the contact lens. "How did you find it, Mom?" the teenager asked. "Simple," she said. "We weren't looking for the same thing. You were looking for a piece of plastic. I was looking for $150. Perspective matters. Our teen volunteers have a different outlook than most of our community. They tell us how much they have learned from their child and how smart their child is. They've learned that we are more alike than different, that they and their friendship circle friends want to laugh and love, play and hang out, dream and accomplish. They've learned to see the abilities, not the disabilities, of their friends. They've learned we all come with baggage. Just for some of us, it's more visible. Gilad was one of our first teen volunteers and visited Elon weekly. When he left for college, he kept in touch with Elon, When he came home from medical school, he went out with Ilan. Ilan and his mother wrote a moving letter to Gilad's mom telling her how much Gilad's friendship had meant to Ilan. Where are we going from here? In the next 5 years, we need to triple the number of families who are part of our circle. To accomplish this, we need more staff and your continued help. Immediately, in addition to Maxime Keeson, our dedicated program director, we need a Friends at Home coordinator. We have a teen who's a computer geek, but because of his disability, he never leaves his home. Not for school, not for therapy, not to play ball at the park. He needs a friend. We have a young girl whose volunteer has graduated and is volunteering in Israel. She needs another caring teen to be a big sister. We need your help to find friends for these young people and all the others on our waiting list. Please think about your friends and neighbors. Is there someone or a child or a grandchild who is excluded? Look at your synagogues and clubs. What would it take to make them more welcoming? Let's help our community reach for the sky. The Friendship Circle has awesome supporters who have helped us reach for the sky these past 10 years. Student volunteers, would you please rise? Come on, don't be so modest. We've got a lot of you here. Okay, please stay standing. Parents of our volunteers, the wonderful people who drive their kids all over town, who offer encouragement, comfort, and advice as needed, and who set the best example for their teens. Please rise. Okay, don't sit down yet. Our adult volunteers, who help with everything from stuffing envelopes, planning events, and shopping, to our volunteer experts who assist with music, art, computers, photography, and medical, legal, and financial advice. Would you please rise? Those of you who have so generously funded our programs, would you please rise? Come on. And those of you who are here for the first time and have resolved tonight to make a difference in someone else's life, please rise. Don? Thank you for such an incredible evening. Maxime, do we have something for Don?
It's really big and sweet.
So talking about sweet, after this we have dessert for everybody, and for our teen volunteers, when you leave in the lobby, we have certificates for you and gifts for each of you. So thank you so much, all of you, for coming. in the storm.
Thank you so much. Another 10 years, Emir Hashem, with great health and lots of success. Jeff has an announcement to make just before we close.
So Ariana has signed photographs of her and the star of the movie Anagolia. And if you want to come and see Ariana, she'd be happy to give you one of these, okay? Or she can walk around and she'll be here for a while. So if you want a signed autograph photo of her, she's got them.
Last week, I was sitting at a meeting, and a gentleman comes over to me, and he says, Rabbi Goldstein, does the Friendship Circle have a Make-A-Wish opportunity? We know about the Make-A-Wish Foundation for children and others who have end-of-life crises, life-risking crises. But what about the Friendship Circle? What about a child who has a wish but cannot get it? Does the Friendship Circle have that? And he mentioned it to me. It was the day after Tu B'Shvat. Tu B'Shvat is when you plant trees. And it was almost like God talking to me once again when we started the Friendship Circle. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could create a FC, Friendship Circle Make-A-Wish? So where any of the children with special needs has a specific wish, that we can make that happen. So tonight, I decided we're going to launch that. We're going to make that happen. I haven't thought of it myself. Someone came to me and just whispered it in my ear, saying, Rabbi, shouldn't the Friendship Circle have a Make-A-Wish? This is what a community is all about. This is how we make things happen. So I want to take this opportunity to launch this campaign tonight at our 10th anniversary, and God willing, see where it goes. That if you know of any families who have children with special needs who have a wish, Disneyland, New York, Empire State Building, a Chargers game, going to Israel, going to China, any type of a wish, let us hear from you, and we'll see what we can do to make that happen, God willing. And a special thank you to all the philanthropists, all the donors. If you know of a foundation, if you know of a private individual who has a heart for special needs, don't be shy, let us know, because this is how we're going to grow. So as we conclude this evening, there's no greater way to finish an evening with some delicious desserts, with lots of sweetness. I want to share with everyone a line that I was recently brought to Fox 5 to give words of inspiration. I started with the Hanukkah teaching how to make latkes, and then the producer liked me and he invited me back to talk about joy and about sharing. And I finished one of my segments talking about the word infinity, the letter infinity. If you know the symbol of infinity, it has the S, but it has two S's, an S from top and an S from the bottom. The S on the top means about sharing. The S on the bottom is to share with sweetness. That when a person shares and serves with a smile, with sweetness, with warmth, we create infinity. Thank you, everyone, for helping us reach the infinity. Mazel tov, mazel tov. Thank you. Please enjoy the dessert.
the idea.